Welcome to the Power Speech System. It's time to write your best man speech fast. When you use the exercise I'm about to show you, you will be guided through the quick and simple process of creating a powerful best man speech. You will avoid the embarrassing experience of writing a speech that sounds unnatural and doesn't connect with your audience. This system will guarantee that you write a captivating speech in your own words, and it will include exactly what your audience wants to hear. As you learned in understanding your audience is interested in listening to your unique perspective of the groom. You're going to do this by sharing stories, memories, and your perspective of the kind of person the groom is. Research shows that your audience will become much more engaged when you use descriptions of the physical world. The trick is to help your audience see, feel, and hear what you are telling them. This is what turns an okay speech into a powerful one. All of the essential components for your perfect best man speech are included in the Power Speech System. Now here's your action plan to get started writing your powerful speech right now. Answer the 12 questions in the Power Speech System. For each answer, include as many details as you possibly can, and try to include physical senses, things you can hear, feel, see, taste, or smell. It's time to act. It's time for you to write your powerful best man speech right now. Open up the Power Speech System exercise and start doing what it takes to write your best man speech. I suggest removing all distractions from around you. Put your phone on silent, turn off all notifications on your email, and close the door to the room that you are in. Now, take 10 seconds to close your eyes and visualize your perfect best man speech that you are excited and proud to deliver. Visualize the audience cheering, people shaking your hand and congratulating you. Think of how good you will feel when you deliver a best man speech that you are proud of. Let's do this. Start the Power Speech System now, and I will guide you through exactly what you need to do. Take a look at the Power Speech System exercise and let's go through it together. Question number 1. How did you first meet the groom? Or what was your first memory of the groom? For example, maybe you met at a party or sitting next to each other at work, in a class in university, on the playground in elementary school. If you're his older brother, maybe you first met him when he came home from the hospital. Write down how you first met the groom. Question 2. What did the groom look and act like when you first met him? Try to point out unique characteristics about the groom. For example, you can describe his hair, his facial hair, his clothes, height, size, maybe his body language or his attitude, tone of voice, the volume of his voice, facial expressions, the strength of his handshake. Be specific. Remember, you want to try and paint a picture for your audience. Question 3. How did you feel about him when you first met him? Was it a bromance at first sight, or did it take some time? Did you think he was kind, funny, obnoxious, helpful, or annoying? Did you feel threatened by him, or did he make you feel comfortable? Again, this is where we want to use descriptions to enhance your best man speech. Remember back to how you felt about the groom when you first met him. Question number 4. What are some things you and the groom do together regularly? Here's an opportunity to talk about some experiences that you've shared with the groom. So list off some things that you guys do regularly together. For example, commute to work, play or watch sports, go to bars, go to the gym, play video games, watch movies, go out to lunch or dinner. Do Do you guys go on road trips, barbecues? Think about how you and the groom spend the most time together. Question number 5. What are some memorable experiences that you shared with the groom? Expanding on your answers from question number 4. Think about something you and the groom do together and then a memorable experience that you shared. For example, a camping trip or a vacation, helping him move his apartment, finishing a big project at work, or watching your favorite team in the finals. Keep in mind, you want to keep this clean. The stories about how much he drank that night or the girl from that bar are for the bachelor party and not for your best man speech. Question number 6. Why were these memorable experiences significant to you and the groom? We're going to dive a little bit deeper into what you wrote down from question number 5. If your memorable experience from question 5 was going on a camping trip, the reason why it may be significant is because it was the first time you spent a whole weekend together. If your memorable experience was when he helped you move, it's because he really helped me out of a jam. If it was watching your team in the finals, then you bonded over your common interests. You want to describe to your audience why your experiences with the groom were significant. Question number 7. Tell me why you are friends with the groom. What are some of his best qualities? Is he active, brave, or brilliant? He's eccentric and fearless, hardworking, intelligent, kind-hearted, persistent, wise, or young at heart. Take a moment here to think about his best qualities and why you appreciate having the groom in your life. Question number 8. What qualities did he show in the memorable experience from question number 6? Here's where we start to tie in what's going to be your story about the groom. Think about your memorable experience that you wrote down from question number 6, and then take the qualities that you wrote down about the groom from question 7. Think about how the groom exhibits these qualities. For example, when he helped me move, I realized how hardworking he is. Working on a project together, I saw his talent and creativity. On our road trip, he showed me how laid back and hilarious he really is. Question number 9. What are some of the groom's flaws, or things that you can poke fun at? Don't get too nasty here. The key is that you want to list superficial flaws that everyone knows and can relate to. For example, is he a little awkward, always late, very blunt? Maybe he's clumsy or a bit cocky or crazy. Does he get easily distracted? Is he forgetful or impatient? Maybe he's a loud talker. Maybe he loses things all the time. Is he nosy, odd, overconfident, reckless, or stubborn? You want to get the audience laughing a bit. And they're going to laugh at something that they can relate to, something they know about the groom. You want to make sure you avoid any type of inside joke that only a few people in the room are going to be able to relate to. You want everyone in your audience to understand what you're saying and relate to you poking fun at the groom. Question number 10. How did the bride and groom meet? For example, on vacation in Mexico, in their yoga class, through their good friend, or in class at university. Maybe you introduced them, or you were on vacation with the groom when he met the bride. Keep in mind, the story of how they met is for the bride and the groom to tell when they give their speeches. If you weren't directly involved, don't go into too much detail and steal their thunder. Question number 11. How has the groom changed for the better since he met the bride? I know you may miss the good old single groom, but think about positive changes. List a few ways in which the groom has changed for the better since he's met the bride. For example, He dresses better, or he's more thoughtful. His apartment is always clean now, or he exercises and he learned how to cook. Question number 12. How would you describe the bride and some of her best qualities? Your objective here is to flatter the bride and make her feel great. Listed here are some adjectives that you can use to help you get started. Great job! Once you've completed the Power Speech System, move on to the next section, the Speak Right strategy. This is where you're going to take your answers from the Power Speech System and transform it into your first draft of your best man speech.